Obviously, over the winter, I think you were stuck at home because visa issues, so you got into Europe pretty late. What was your winter like coming into the season? Whenever you got to Germany?
The visa worked out quite well because I had it last year, so then I was able to renew it, and they were very good with me in Germany actually. So I was quite lucky with that. Unlike other Australians that have been here, but I started the winter a little bit earlier. I had shoulder surgery, and I came back, did all my rehabilitation here with the Pro Sports Alliance physio, got all that fixed up, and then I just started about 2 or 3 weeks earlier with pre-season, just to roll around, start rolling, get used to it before Nico and everyone came, and then we started getting really into it. And then we had like big seasons in the winter was really big through December, and then we had a break, and then we went to Spain, and then it got fun.
And last year, obviously with the injury, you missed quite a lot of racing. So coming into this season, like, what were you thinking for round one? Obviously, in terms of races, you were quite rusty, but only you would know how good of a winter you had. So were you confident coming into the season, or did you know you maybe needed a few races to get back into it?
I'm not so worried about the speed. I feel like I can build, and my learning curve's quite steep at the moment. But what I missed out on was all the race experience last year, not necessarily anything on the riding side. Yeah, I improved over the winter and got fitter just as I've grown. I'm getting older now. But I think I didn't have so much expectations. I was just going and wanting to learn and get good results and build throughout the season. And I feel that's what's happened this year so far, is just that I've had a really steep learning curve. I've had some good starts, I've had some bad ones, I've had some bad qualifying, I've had some good ones, same with races, and that's the thing I'm struggling with at the moment. Like, I have just always just something, like I'll have a good race on the weekend, and then there's always that one race that, whether it's my fault, the bike, getting disqualified this weekend for Goggle Lane, like, it's on me at the end of the day. But it's a little bit frustrating because it's just always something in bad luck.
And you're based in Germany, yeah?
Yeah.
What's it like being living in Germany, and pretty different from Australia?
Yes, it's a lot different from Australia, but I really like the scene. It's I can ride my bicycle to the shops on like home. You get to take a big car and everything. That's probably the biggest thing I noticed. It's a bit more relaxed. It's actually just like the living in the way of just how people ride bicycles and stuff. Australia, it's not really like that. It's more just driving.
And in terms of the culture and like the language, are you picking up any of the language or not so much?
Well, I found out that Germans, I underestimated how hard German is, but I'm learning German. My Deutsch is nicht so good. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've got German teammates, but it is a little bit harder because we've got mechanics that aren't from Germany and stuff, so they're not always speaking it, but I try and learn a little bit. I'm just learning quite slowly.
And the last few rounds, I feel like the speed has been good. You've been able to put at least one good moto together. Yep. Now I guess you just try and put 2 good motos together. That's probably the next goal.
Yes, that's right. I'm looking forward to having some dry rounds, but at the end of the day, everyone had the same track, so I can't really blame that. But I do feel that it is important to put 2 good races together, whether it's even a 8-8. Like, it's important just to do a good one and string them together and then build from there, not try and go one DNF or one disqualified. Like, you just need to be consistent, keep building, and make yourself a name, I guess.
And the first moto yesterday, you were really good. 4th, I think.
Yeah,
you passed Xanox. That must have given you a lot of confidence. What did it feel like to finish 4th and to work your way into that position? Because it wasn't easy. And what did you think of the track? The track was mega yesterday.
Yeah, I was quite happy with it. Like, the P4, I still obviously want more. Like, I wasn't over the moon about it. It's kind of what I expect from myself. It was like how I should ride and how I should execute. So it wasn't anything out of the ordinary, like, feeling wise. I'll save that when I get a podium. But the track was quite cool. I think they did a good job when they expected the rain to really try and seal the track like Portugal. The Saturday was good. With Sunday, it's always hard after everyone's rode and then it rains so much and the bikes don't stay on the track, so it was really soft today. And
your teammate got a podium. Do you put much laps in with him, and also Mads when he's injury free, and what's it like riding with them at the practice track?
Yeah, we ride together, we're all good buddies, so in between riding we cook dinner together, we do training together, cycle together, so we're just like the 3 amigos really, so it's good fun with these two. I'm really proud of my teammate Nico. He's had 2 podiums so far, season, so he's going in the right direction as well. Hopefully I follow in his footsteps and we can be up there together.
And when you're practicing, what's the speed like at the practice track? Is it pretty similar? And if so, that must give you confidence, because you know he can get a podium, and on the practice days if you're similar speed.
I'd like to say I'm faster most of the time, but at
Really?
the same time he hates losing. So he'll always do a few extra laps just to assert his dominance and then beat me. I'm like, that's enough. But we're quite similar. It depends on the day. Like someone can start the day faster, and then the guy that was last will end up being a second faster in one of the motos. So we kind of learn off each other and then build, and then another person learns off each other, and then we just keep going further and further.
And there's a few Aussies in the class. Jake Cannon and Ryan Alexanderson, after he had the visa problems, is back. What's it like having a few Aussies in the paddock? And for any young Aussies that might aspire to leave Australia one day, what advice would you give them to come and race GPs?
Yeah, it's awesome having Jake and Ryan here. It's good to just see some familiar faces people I've grown up with racing, especially Jake, since I've been about 5, playing around the mud at the local Kilcoy club days. And advice is just, I think, I don't have so much. Like, I think it's important to do well in Australia, set a bit of a plan, come here, just try it out, make sure it's what you really want to do, because we've had 4 mud rounds, and if I'm being honest, it's not so enjoyable, but if you really embrace it, and when you come here, just really enjoy it, taking everything, taking the crowd, taking coming 30th, taking coming 15th, and then each time you get a better and better result, you enjoy it more and more.
And plans this year, obviously you've got 13 EMX 250 rounds. Are you hoping to maybe ride an MX2 GP here or there if the calendar allows? And in the future, I'm guessing you see yourself as an MX2 GP rider, and maybe not next year, but within the next 2 or 3 years?
Yeah, I'd love to race World Championship. I think that's. I do have a little bit of a thought about going to America, but at the moment I'm so invested here. My parents have helped me get here. We've invested money to come here, obviously. So I want to do this right first, and then go to America. But if the opportunity came up, I think I would still take it. But my goal is MX2. I'd love to race this awesome team, so that's probably the next step. But Cat Moto is the closest thing to a factory team, and we have good bikes. There's no reason why we can't get good results.
Perfect. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck.
Thank you.